We begin with the central instruction of Wang Yangming's philosophy, Zhu Liang Zhu. For centuries, the standard English rendering of this phrase has been the extension of innate moral knowing. This translation creates a semantic trap. Words like extension carry a Cartesian undertone, framing the conscience as a purely internal cognitive faculty, a thought in the mind that is projected out into the world. The Sinamica Charter proposes a structural correction. If we swap the first character, the abstract 10-stroke verb zhu, for the 3-stroke movement fix chua, we construct a different reading, chua liang zhu. Swapping the character shifts the doctrine's center of gravity. It relocates moral awareness from the mind to the muscles, treating conscience as cargo. Look at the original compound's mechanics. Zhu is an abstract verb built from exactly 10 strokes. The replacement, chua, is a movement fix requiring only 3 strokes. This yields a 70% stroke reduction, dropping the entire compound from 25 down to 18. The chuo fix represents a specific selection from the script's movement inventory. Derived from the ancient character for walk, stop, walk, it encodes a rhythm of motion followed by a pause for evaluation. By stripping away 7 strokes of abstract verb, the script moves from a complex philosophical statement toward a streamlined kinetic instruction. There is also a distinct visual morphology to the chuo movement fix. Its sweeping terminal stroke flows out horizontally, forming a distinct cradle. Calligraphically, it mirrors the silhouette of a saipan, the traditional flat-bottomed boat constructed from 3 planks. Across coastal and riverine cultures, the saipan serves a specific immediate purpose, ferrying small, necessary loads, a family, a sack of rice, the day's catch, across short, local waters. The boat carries weight. When applied to Wang Yangming's doctrine, the conscience becomes cargo. To read this new character assembly is to see innate knowing as something you load into a vessel, navigating the waters and decisions of a single lifetime. We now need to evaluate if this physical, stroke-level adjustment holds up under modern pedagogical and neuroscientific frameworks. Paulo Freire's educational theory centers on Conscientization, defining conscience not as passive awareness, but as embodied praxis, a tool explicitly designed to be carried into direct action. This aligns with Dr. Donna Van Bogate's precognitive conscience hypothesis, which locates moral processing prior to conscious thought. Her lab data shows that the conscience fires at exactly 1/60th of a second. This lightning-fast biological response occurs before the mind can deliberate. The chua fix captures a similar precognitive window, encoding a physical impulse that precedes the analytical pause. The Sinamica substitution provides a stroke-visible anchor uniting ancient tradition, modern pedagogy, and neuroscience. Synthetically altering a canonical Chinese text naturally raises objections from historical and philological scholars. We have to address whether this is simply academic vandalism. The justification exists within the ancient script itself. Consider the classical character for the way, Dao. The structure of Dao is an assembly of 2 distinct parts, the chua, movement fix, and shou, meaning head. The canonical script already encodes that the mind, the head, and physical motion are permanently linked. This gives us the first half of a 2-tier discipline for the script. Tier 1 consists of classical assemblies. These are philologically sound breakdowns of existing characters, like Dao, that can be defended in any academic forum. Tier 2 consists of demonstration compounds. These are explicitly labeled pedagogical constructions, like our new reading for Wang Yangming's doctrine. Maintaining this strict division preserves the historical integrity of classical Chinese, while allowing educators to responsibly reverse engineer the script's underlying logic. Authorizing this structural rule opens up a much broader system of language instruction. It generates an array we call the conscience compound family. We get chuoren, the act of carrying benevolence on the path, chuoshen, moving goodness forward through the world, and chuozheng, transporting fairness and carrying the center. This grammar bypasses abstract moral definitions. It gives students concrete, stroke-visible instructions for moving invisible virtues into physical reality. These visual compounds act as the building blocks for the OpenBooks children's curriculum. By locking highly complex philosophy into simple, fix-based visual logic, An intricate Ming Dynasty doctrine can travel across cultural borders to any participating student, which brings us back to the central construction itself. The Sinamica pedagogy presents a life lived in motion, a journey where we are responsible for carrying our conscience across every water we cross.